There is something very bad that is driving us. Sometimes it drives us to pursue success, significance, money, status, all these different things, but we don't understand what is fueling or driving it. And sometimes it causes us to shut down. Other times it causes us to flee. This is fear, and underneath that fear is condemnation, us condemning ourselves. There's this voice deep down where there is condemnation, and there's truth to that condemnation. And I want to encourage, well, you and me today, that we don't have to give in to that, not because it's not true, but because something greater is true. But before I do that, pause the video, read or listen to the Bible, and see what God is saying to you personally and directly, because that's the most important thing. And then I'll come back. So that word from Jesus that frees us up is there is therefore now no condemnation to those who are in Christ Jesus. We don't have to give in to that condemnation anymore, because those who believe and trust in Jesus are no longer condemned. There's another verse, another word, 1 John 3:20. I want to leave you with this and really think about this reality, because that voice will overwhelm us. And that truth is, if our heart condemns us, we know that God is greater than our hearts, and He knows everything. He's done the work on the cross. He was buried, He rose again, broke free, and washed us clean of our sin. We now live in Him, and He lives in us. And the way God sees us, the way the Father sees us, is how He sees Jesus. Again, 1 John 3:20. You can check it out yourself. I'll put a link in the description for you to look that verse up. And I would encourage you to meditate on that truth. And I was realizing I need to do that because I forget, and I move back into a place of condemnation and hiding, and that leads to fleeing, that leads to fighting, and that leads to freezing because of fear, but for the wrong reasons.